Hello, good evening. Welcome back to Food for Thought Sports Betting Picks and Analysis. This is our best bets segment. Best bets segment for the NHL, NBA, and college basketball. So we're going to start off with my best bets for the NBA, National Basketball Association. So I do have a few plays here that I like. Prop of the day. I do like two props of the day. Chris Paul, over 8.5 assists. They call him the Magician. Mr. Magician, Chris Paul, making things happen with magic. He does have that magic touch for 8.5 assists. He's cleared this number easily in his sleep. I do like this a lot. Looking Wemby look good with his passes. And another separate bet I'm going to be doing for props, the Greek Freak. He had 11 points in Toronto the other night. This is a bounce back spot for the Greek Freak. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 28.5 points is the other prop that I like. I'll be playing that tonight. Those are my two favorite props of the day for the NBA. For totals, I like OKC Cleveland. Total over 230.5. I think the Cavaliers dictate the pace at home. When they're at home, they dictate the pace, and when they dictate the pace, it's usually it's a fast pace, and I like the over 230.5. Alex Caruso's out of the lineup. That's a big loss. And that's another reason why I like the over too. Those are the two reasons. That'll open things up for the offense. And the 230 the over, I like that play. Brooklyn Detroit Pistons under 212.5. Love that play as well. Brooklyn, they're not scoring. Scoring is lacking pretty badly. Not going to go with the team total. I like the under 212.5. And Detroit should do enough defensively to shut down Brooklyn, because Brooklyn they're not really getting, they're barely scraping over 100 points. I think that continues tonight. They're going to continue to struggle. I like this game low scoring, 212.5. I like that. And the third total I like is the Clippers and Denver in Denver. 226.5. It's 225 now. I'll still take it at 225. The number's going down for a reason. Again, Denver playing some defense. They played last night too. That's another factor. So that's fatigue's a factor. They played at home against Boston last night, and they're playing at home again. But still, back to back. Don't know if they're going to be able to maintain those shots that they had yesterday. So that's another factor too. And like I said, Denver's playing some defense. Clippers are going to run into a bit of Denver's defense, both teams, and I think, and the history records show that this series basically 3-6 or 3-7, 3-6-1 or 3-7 to the under. This is an under series. That's another reason why I like the under in this series as well. Well, those are the main reasons I like the under. As for the side, I like the Knicks minus 12. Again, Raptors haven't really been covering as dogs lately. They've lost their luster in terms of covering spreads. Don't think that's not gonna fix itself overnight. So I do like the Knicks minus 12. And the other prop I like is R.J. Barrett over 20.5 points. I like that a lot. So I would definitely play that as well. Over 20.5 for the props. And 20.5 points, R.J. Barrett. He does very well against the Knicks. I think that continues tonight. Knicks minus 12. I like the first half. Philadelphia minus 6.5 against Washington. I think the Sixers have 2 days off, more rest. Washington played last night. That's another big factor. Sixers coming off a loss So for sure, I like them to bounce back here in a big way, and they come out strong in the first half. Get off to a great start. I like that. I like the. We know Washington. We understand they're a good first half team, but I think in this situation tonight, off a loss, I think Philadelphia is the play for the first half. 6.5 is the play for me off a loss. Philly stays focused, and they get the job done. They don't waste any time, and they cover the first half. So I like that's my spot. I like that a lot. That's all for the NBA for my picks. NHL, my best bet. I like to have two best bets actually. Colorado on the puck line. My first puck line play of the season. Colorado versus Chicago in Chicago. I think Colorado gets it done by a goal and a half. They win by 1.5 goals. That's basically by 2 goals. I like Colorado in that situation. Chicago's downright awful. They're not really that great. They're in a funk. And another factor too, Chicago lost to these guys 3-1 at home earlier this season. They lost. So this is a revenge spot. Plus I like Colorado here. And bounce back here. Other game I like for the hockey, under 5.5 goals. Calgary versus Edmonton. Two teams are trending to the under.
Final. Final.
Two teams
Final.
trending to the under.
Final.
So I like.
Final.
I basically like since both teams are trending to the under in the last 10 games, I like the under here a lot. The first game was 3-1 earlier this season, and I think that continues tonight. For the LA and Calgary, under 5.5 goals, and I sprinkled a money line play. LA Kings on the money line. I like that as well too. So that's for the NHL for tonight. College basketball. Florida State versus Florida. This is an in-state rivalry. College basketball game. It starts in 30 minutes at 7 o'clock tonight. I like the over 152.5. This game I like quite a bit. Last 3 meetings have gone over the total. Last 10 for both teams. 7-2 and 1 for Florida State, and same for Florida. So I like the over 152.5 in that game. And that's it. Those are my plays for the day. That's what I like. Those are my plays for the day. Again, just cash those tickets. Stay true to yourself. Believe in yourself. Stay humble. Stay positive. Good luck. Peace.